Don in London, hello. It's February 23rd, 2010. My video is all about recovery from addiction to either substance or behaviour. My addictive substance, alcohol, my behaviour. Behaviour addictive to work, relationships, collecting, materialism, you name it. Anything that the consumer society or the consumer marketing people suggested it would be good for me, or I should want. And these days all I want is a bit of peace in my daily doings, living life, or having joy, happiness, sadness, unhappiness, whatever it is, just experiencing my feelings on a daily basis and knowing what they are, and being able to embrace them rather than push them away or deny them. And what did alcohol do for me? Well, it enabled me to push down loads of feelings and put a great big concrete block of fear on top. Because if I ever uncovered my feelings, what on earth would I do with them? So, alcohol was a great alleviator of pain, to the point where it got to oblivion. And in oblivion, I lost the plot completely, totally mad, and unable to cope with life. So, what's the gift for me these days? Well, simply sobriety gives me back an understanding of what it is to be human. Have my feelings back, whatever they are, good or bad, although I don't know that there are any bad feelings. Feelings inform me about what is going on, and then I can make some choices based on my thinking. So I know it can be quite contentious to say feelings come first, and then we think about them, because some people would like to think first, and then have feelings based on their thinking. I don't know that it works that way. We have a feeling, we have a reaction, and then it's about how we respond to what is going on inside us. So either we can deny what is going on inside us and think ourselves into a frame of mind which pushes those feelings away, or we can acknowledge those feelings and say, well, what am I going to do about them, and why are they there? So life is strange. It's not easy being human. But it's easier without a drink inside me and not trying to obsess on what I need or want. It's the wants which get me. And it's covering my needs, roof over my head, understanding where I am today, and acknowledging I need help on a daily basis to keep me on track. And that is to be included in family, community and society, and to play my part, or rather live my part in the world, live and have experience of life, so I may progress gradually on this weird road of destiny. And I say weird because it's full of potholes and it's full of mountains sometimes that we have to acknowledge and deal with. But what happens is, as we go along in sobriety, we don't store up a whole bag full of trouble for ourselves. We actually try and deal with things as they are occurring rather than wait until they get so big and horrible that we have to do something in an emergency. So sobriety for me is about dealing with life as it actually happens, and not being so worried that I push everything away and think it will go and disappear, because problems don't disappear, they usually just get bigger. So my life in sobriety, what makes it work? Me, actually. But I can't do it on my own. And what's helped me most of all to understand how I can be part of family, community and society is a fellowship called AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. And I don't speak for it, never can, never will. It's full of unique, authentic people who have their own life path. The gift is we are similar, but we're not special and different. So we all have an equal size, a right size of being in the moment of now. That's the same size as everybody else. We are all as important as each other, no matter what other people might think or feel. So, how does AA help me? Well, it gives me fellowship, it gives me a place to go to meetings, it gives me a toolkit, and a toolkit to live by, principles of living, based on 12 steps of action to change my attitude and behaviour on a daily basis. And the AA fellowship has a statement of intent, or a preamble shared at every meeting, which goes like this: And I share it and read it here because it slows me into the moment of now and makes me reflect that I do belong somewhere in this world. So, the AA preamble reads as this. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of men and women who share their experience, strength and hope with each other that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organisation or institution, does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. So fellowship is about sobriety, not about anything else. So we can have every view and opinion that we believe is right for us, but we don't necessarily take it into a meeting to try and share anything else but sobriety. So we have our unique, authentic outlook as it is today, life experience learned. And then we share our experience, strength and hope. And how we do that is our personal, unique, authentic way as well. So it's not about conforming, it's about telling the truth of our situation. And last night in a meeting I shared about my truth, which is AA is my bedrock. It's the bedrock of my sobriety, which makes life possible. And as part of that, I have to acknowledge there are other conditions I face, like type 1 diabetes and clinical depression. And I get professional help for that. AA has taught me, if I push it away and rely just on 12 steps, I may find myself in bother again. You know, we can't cure all with the 12 steps. They are principles of living to the truth of and the reality of now. So I need to acknowledge and understand my emotional, spiritual, and physical condition on a daily basis. So I am not deluded, and I do not believe that the principles in their own right will achieve harmony and serenity on a daily basis. We still need society to live a normal life and to acknowledge what is going on for us. So medical professional help is often part of the story, and to suggest otherwise would be quite unhelpful to a lot of people. And having shared it last night, a lot of people came up and said, well, not a lot, 3 came up and said, I'm glad you said that because it was so important to me. And that's a miracle in itself, to tell the truth. Anyway, Daily Reflections, this book which I share here, is all about step 2 in February, which is I came to believe that a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity. And that power greater than me is the truth of now. Loving love, and also being a part of, being included. So truth, love, and learning from others, the wisdom of others. That's what keeps me going. Everything's higher than me. I just get informed on a daily basis and then make the choices I can, based on what is good for sobriety. So, today's reading, Mysterious Paradoxes. Such is the paradox of AA regeneration, strength arousing out of complete defeat and weakness, the loss of one's old life as a condition of finding a new one. What glorious mysteries paradoxes are! They do not compute, yet we recognise and accept it. They reaffirm something in the universe beyond human logic. When I face fear, I am given courage. When I support a brother or sister, my capacity to love myself is increased. When I accept pain as part of the growing experience of life, I realise a greater happiness. When I look at my dark side, I am brought into a new light. When I accept my vulnerabilities and surrender to a higher power, I am graced with unforeseen strength. I stumbled through the doors of AA in disgrace, expecting nothing from my life, and I have been given hope and dignity. Miraculously, the only way to keep the gifts of the program is to pass them on. And the gift of that is around acceptance of being a part of, included and sharing. And at the end of these videos, the serenity prayer to acceptance of now. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference is for me just for today.